Hello, Gemini. This is Fuel the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for May 1st through the 15th of 2017. I've shuffled these cards, and I'm going to do it again in front of you guys. I already cleared them too, but I'm going to do this, of course, in front of you guys quickly. We always like to do that. Okay. We're going to do one card as a subject matter, 3 cards to support that, okay? So here we go. For Gemini, the first card is the Page of Wands. And then the next card is the Two of Cups. And your next card would be the King of Pentacles. And we have the Eight of Cups. Okay. The Page of Wands. Let's see. Gemini. I feel like I keep hearing communication. I feel like somebody is going to try to communicate with Gemini, or you're going to receive information, some kind of news. And I feel like, this card, it's not like it's not a sad card, there's trees with fruit, and this page is holding this wand, and he seems to be very confident while he's holding it, and it just feels like, okay, he's ready to set out forth and send the messages, get moving and get something going. Get something going is what I'm feeling, the beginning of it. So you might get some kind of communication or action. So it's kind of like a combo. It could be either or. Like it's like you hear something and then you experience something, or you receive word of some type of action. And it sounds like, Gemini, that it has to do possibly with a partner that Gemini is involved with. So it sounds to me, or feels to me, like there's some kind of action, communication that is given to Gemini in the month of May. And it seems to also kind of involve a male energy. The King of Pentacles. Now, the King of Pentacles could be an earth sign. Doesn't have to be, but Pentacles, earth, it's, just could be, okay? And I'm letting you know. So this, it seems to me that there's some kind of communication or action that is being conveyed to 2 people. It could be man and woman, or it can be woman and woman, or man and man. So it's somebody who's in a partnership, in a relationship. Now, and it involves this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles, though, seems to be disinterested right now. That's what I just heard. I hope that's a word. That's what I heard. Disinterested? Okay, so I'm so sorry, but if it's incorrect. But that's what I'm hearing. Like he's not interested. He's looking the other way and not really involved right now in this partnership or this relationship, whatever's going on here, the King of Pentacles just isn't that interested right now. So it could be that Gemini is experiencing some static. But you know, static's not even the right word, because static would mean like and it's not that. It doesn't feel that way. That's a little heavier for me, more complicated. This is just somebody that's just affecting this relationship and is not really involved, not interested in being there with Gemini, or this is Gemini who's not interested in being in this relationship and maybe even communicating this, wanting to relay information to their partner, talking about the lack of interest in this relationship and how things are going slow and not really advancing to the next level. The last card for Gemini I see is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups talks about a person who's kind of walking away from something that isn't necessarily really bad. Because in this card, you can see the cards are standing up as well as falling down. You'll see 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so here we go. We got, actually, there's like 5 cups standing. There's 5 cups standing and there's 3 down. So this person who's walking away is walking away from something that isn't really bad. Actually, if you look at it, it's like things are kind of good over here. But this person's choosing to maybe consider walking out, walking away from a relationship, from some kind of connection. There's a connection here. I believe it's a relationship. I feel like Gemini might be thinking about walking out of a relationship because he lacks interest or she lacks interest. Or it could be because this earth sign here is lacking interest in Gemini. And so there's somebody here that wants to or is considering walking away because it's just not sufficing. It's not fueling you. It's not moving to the next level. And this person doesn't seem to be in a hurry to do it. So I feel like in the month of May, there's some kind of message and an action that goes with that message that affects a couple, a relationship, and somehow this Pentacles guy, this male energy, I'm kind of really going with the male energy here because it's just male, and that's it, right? And so this guy here, he don't seem like he wants to really do much. I mean, he's all right. He's got money. He's all right. I'm not saying he's wealthy, but he's got enough. He's got the things he needs. He really does. He's got what he needs. But yet we see him considering walking away, maybe from this relationship, from this partnership. Or could it be that the other person is finding this person disinterested? Here we go again. Or uninterested or uninvolved. There's lack of emotion here is what I'm hearing. And so that is why the message gets sent out in March. Somehow there's a message and some action given with that message. And it affects this relationship. And it's really, there's no fight here. There's no fighting. It's just, there's this person that just doesn't seem to be into it anymore. And so someone here, Gemini, or a person that's connected with Gemini, is thinking about moving on and looking for something, I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be rude to anybody, but like I heard like better horizons or beyond, what's on the next hill, what's on the other side. But this person, whoever it is that's walking away, better know something. And you're walking away from something kind of good. I just feel like you're walking away from something good. So I'm kind of throwing that warning out. Be careful. Think about what you're doing, whoever this is. Whoever's thinking about walking out, think about it. Because you're walking away from something kind of good. That's what I'm getting. And I'm hearing that. So I'm telling you. So you might want to like recheck your facts. That's what I just heard. Okay? That's what I heard. I have to tell you. I'm sorry. I mean, like, I'm trying to like get it to you guys. And I feel like sometimes I'm sorry if it doesn't come out nice and neat or appropriate or in order. It's just what I feel, what I hear, and then I try to give it to you guys. Um, that's what I'm getting for Gemini. That's what's happening in the beginning parts of the month of May. That there's that some kind of information or message gets given out. It it relates to this couple. It affects this couple because there's a person here that seems to be in this relationship but not really wanting, not interacting, kind of flatliner like, and is not wanting really to participate, um, lacking the drive to look at this relationship and fix it, or try to improve on it, or like shift, like clean it up a little, give it some umph, give it some life. Um, there's so many ways that a person or a couple can kind of clean things up. I know, when you're with somebody, maybe a long time, or you've gone through a lot with a person and a partner, or their families, or heartache, or financial instability, it's so hard to recover and try to go back to this wonderful space where you both were once. But it's very possible to do. You just you have to want it, and you want to not fight for it, but you know what I mean, like not physically fight for it, but you want to be up for the challenge. You tell the universe, I'm up to the challenge. I love this person and I want to make it work. you know if you're the person that's bored here, is not interested, you have to find other things that will also help you to find life again in this relationship. When you find your what fuels you, what gives you life, what gets you up in the morning, that will help you with the rest of your life. Because if I thought there was something volatile here, something, I would speak differently, but that's kind of what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like these people aren't really fighting. There's love here. There's money here. There's like some stability here, but there's this lack of drive. And I certainly think too, though, Gemini, that for you or the other person, if you're also, I'm sorry, I'm now reversing here, but I know that if you're not in love with someone, if you're not feeling it anymore, and you've been in a relationship way too long, and it's not helping either, both of you, you're both not growing, and you feel unloved, or I mean, just like you've been here way too long and it's time to move on. I can understand that too. I really can. And I can respect that. And if you're going to choose to walk away from a relationship or a partnership or whatever this is, communicate. Don't just run off and walk away. I'm not saying you're going to do it. I'm just saying you need to communicate. Be clear. And when you do it, have heart. Give your heart when you're talking, when you're speaking to that person. Don't be in battle. Remember, you once cared for that person. You loved them. They fueled you. They gave you something and you gave them something back. There was equality in partnership here. There was balance at some point. Don't forget that. So if you choose to do the walking, make sure you do it with love and just think about if it's you on the other end and how would you want that person to speak to you? How would you really want that to be? Capricorn has class. If you're going to do it, you do it right. You leave right. You leave good. You don't leave things all haywire. You do it right, Capricorn. Right? Because you got class. So I wanted to say that just because I felt that come through too. So that's what I'm getting for Capricorn. Excuse me, Capricorn. Why am I talking Capricorn? Gemini. Forgive me, guys. I think because I did the last reading was Capricorn. But also for you, Gemini, it's like you have to, if you're going to do this, you make sure you leave it right, Gemini. And you make sure, because when you walk away, if you choose to walk away, you can actually walk. And you don't have to carry some of that guilt or pressure from that you feel from others, or you don't the doubt, any of these things that are inside of you, Gemini, and you start feeling like, oh my God, or an uncertainty about your decision, even though you wanted to move on. If you do it right, if you leave right, or if you decide to take a break, whatever it is you're going to do, if you do it with class, because all the signs, you guys all have class, man, right? You can either have it or not. Gemini's going to do it right. And so I got that message. I'm sorry, I wanted to send that through because that seemed to be another part of the reading as well. It's almost like a message for somebody out there, a few people out there. So that's what I get for the month of May for Gemini. I get some kind of action, some kind of message gets delivered somehow, and it affects a relationship, some type of couple. There we see this male energy here that seems to be not involved, um, not affecting the relationship in a good way. It's kind of more like sitting back, not doing much, not fueling this, not helping it along to grow, to expand into, something more loving, more healthier, something that can move forward. And that there is somebody here in this party that wants to possibly walk away and is thinking about moving on. That's for Gemini. So I also have this deck, and this is a deck, it's like past lives. Really cool, beautiful black and whites. And I don't really go by the book. I just kind of go with what I feel. So I'm going to pull one card out for Gemini, and let's see how we can associate it here with your reading for Gemini. Wars and battles. There it is. I believe, Gemini, in previous lives was definitely involved in some type of, you were a soldier, you were part of something, and you fought for it, and you believed in it, and you went right to the end. And I don't know how many lives you had this, but you were a fighter, and you believed in what you believed. You had faith, and you fought. You lived and you died doing what you thought was right for your family or for yourself, whatever it is you were. There's a lot of people in this picture. There's like 4 or 5. I think there's some in the back too, like images. So you were part of this. So I ask you now, Gemini, and right now with this going on in your life, if it's you or the other person, fight for what you believe in. I feel like you had a lot of struggles in your past. I keep hearing you had a lot of struggles. I'm also hearing for some of you out there, Gemini, that at one point, one of you or a few of you out there, sorry, talking to many people, you were a missionary as well. That's what I heard. With this card, I feel like it was heavy, you know? You had some tough times. You saw and witnessed and experienced some difficult periods in the different lives that you had. So I say to you, my lovely air sign, whatever's going on here in your life, don't choose this in this lifetime. You don't have to fight. You don't have to have a battle. You can resolve whatever it is that's going on in your present life and even in your past. Some of the pain that you received, that you had maybe no choice but to be part of. You don't have to go that route anymore. You don't have to fight it. And in this relationship here, in the present, like I said, if you're going to walk away, you walk away with class. You handle your business right. And whatever's going on here, you can communicate it. And it doesn't have to be a battle. There doesn't have to be a fight. This could be adults talking and creating something, maybe choosing to move forward and fight this battle together, right? You don't have to fight against each other. You can fight it together and move forward. That's what I'm feeling. Gemini, this is for the month of May. I'll be back mid-month. And feel the soul. I wish you all the best. Love, light, and blessings. We'll see you in mid May. Bye.